Hey, it's Andy, back again with another video. You know how sometimes you want to buy something, whether it's, for example, a battery to charge your phone, or it's a new mouse. So what do? You probably do exactly what I do. You go on Amazon and you start checking reviews, right? I mean, I assume everybody does this. The one thing that I've really learned from reading Amazon reviews is that sometimes, yeah, you can take them seriously. But then there's a lot of times where you'll read reviews about something and the reviews are terrible and actually the item is very good. So I've got just a few examples here, and all of these things that I have here, I think I've had for, I don't know, more than 2 years. More than 2 years. So we'll start with this Anker battery. It's a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. It's got 2 USB-C-A ports and it charges with mini USB. This thing, I bought this at least 3 years ago, maybe almost 4 years ago now. Still works perfectly, still works amazingly well, and it has always worked amazingly well. This thing, it doesn't even get hot when you charge it or when you're charging something with it. It always just stays like very, I don't know what you would say, room temperature. It's very nice. And I was really surprised because when I went and checked some of the reviews on it, first, I almost didn't buy this thing. I almost didn't buy it. But, you know, I figured that even back then I was starting to think, well, it's probably not a nice thing to say, but I figure that, you know, most people who leave bad reviews, or a lot of people who read bad reviews, I figured that it was possible that they just didn't know how to use it, right? Like for this example with this Anker battery, you have to push the button sometimes. Okay, sometimes. So sometimes you can just stick your cord into the USB-A slot and you plug in your phone and it just automatically starts charging. But sometimes if you for example, if you plug in your charging cord and you wait for about 30 seconds, it won't start automatically when you plug in your phone, right? So it has to be, it's like a quick thing. It has to be quick. It has to happen quickly. And other than that, you know, never had any problem with it. I've used it for, I don't know, every day. My wife uses it mostly now and never had a problem. Never had a problem. I'm charging it right now and it still works great. All right, let's take another example. The G203. I love this mouse. It's such a good mouse. It's so cheap. Never had any problem with it. Right? Never had any problem with it. Had it for over 2 years and I stopped using it recently, right? Because I bought the G502X and, well, I mean, I'm using that one, but it would not bother me at all to go back and use the G203 again. I mean, you can just look at some of these reviews for this mouse, and this mouse is awesome. Right? Like check out this one. It's the second one I bought. The truth is I was unlucky with the second one. The wheel on both began to fail after a short time. From the first, the left click had very uncomfortable failures? I don't know. This might be translated. It doesn't look right. Much less a year presented alone. The alphabet gave him trouble, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, there's a lot of reviews like this. And I just don't understand. It's been a perfect mouse for years and I've never had any problem with it. I mean, you can take a look at, you know that I love these ear hooks. I've been using these for, gosh, over a year, maybe. And I think I even said in my video that it is a little bit of a hassle to put the earbuds into the ear hooks. But at the end of the day, well worth it. Well worth it for the comfort. And the reviews on these, terrible. You know, terrible product, total waste of money, too much of a hassle. I guess didn't live up to what I expected and was returned. I mean, you can just see they're terrible. This thing, the Deco, the TP-Link Deco Wi-Fi mesh system. Awesome Wi-Fi extender. Since I started using this, and I've been using this one for about 3 years. Well, it's a pair. I use both of them as a pair. And I've been using these for about 3 years. Perfect. Never had any problem with them. Never had any problem whatsoever. They function perfectly. Very easy to download the application, get them set up. Absolutely no problem. This is a great product. I mean, these guys are really doing it. These guys are really doing it right. And so if you look at the reviews, there's a lot of bad reviews here, and it really seems like they focus around this 100 megabyte per second speed limit, right? Which, I mean, 100 megabytes a second is a lot. I mean, it's, in my opinion, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but there's a lot of people who are complaining about that. And they say that there was nowhere in the ad that it mentions that it was limited to 100 megabytes. And I don't know what ad they were reading, because it was very obvious from the beginning for me. I said, okay, well, it has a 100 megabyte limit. That's exactly what my internet is. It's 100 megabytes. Well, usually 93, 94 megabytes a second. And so for me, it's going to be perfect. And that's exactly what it is. When I hooked it up to my Wi-Fi, it's the Wi-Fi speed arriving at my phone or my tablet is 93, 94 megabytes a second. So exactly what I expected, exactly what I pay for. No degradation in internet speed. Perfect. And I just got one more just to show you this thing, this Anker USB-C hub. I've been using this one since I bought the MacBook Pro in 2020. And this thing has just been amazing. No problems whatsoever. Functioned perfectly from the beginning. Used it every day. I'm still using it, even with the Mac Mini. Still using it every day. Never had any problem. It's been going strong for 4 years. And it's been great. I don't think this particular one's available anymore because I couldn't find it. But needless to say, Anker has a lot of these, and I would venture to say that they're all probably pretty good. They're all probably pretty good. So my point about this is just that there's a lot of these products like this, and when I go on Amazon and I'm looking for something, I'll start reading the reviews, and I'll read a couple of good reviews, and then inevitably what I do is I go and I see, well, how many 1-star reviews are there? You know, and then I start reading the 1-star reviews. After I read enough of a couple of those, 2, 3, 4, then I decide, oh, well, now I don't want it, right? Instead of thinking that, if I do think that if most of these products have if you say 85 to 90% of people give it a 4-star or 5-star rating, the product is good. The product is good, and it's going to be good. I think that paying attention to these 1-star reviews is a bad habit that I definitely have. I definitely share that bad habit, and I'm going to try not to do that anymore in the future. But anyway, so that's all I've got. I just wanted to put up a video, and this is what I've been thinking about lately. So have a good evening. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. That would be cool. All right, see you. Bye.